There we go. All right. Now, I want to take my time a little bit more and figure out what defense these guys are in and how to exploit them.
Welcome to Bloomington, Indiana, home of the Hoosiers. We expect Memorial Stadium to be rocking because these fans have been getting ready since early this morning. A Big Ten showdown coming, conference games where the results will stick with you for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the Maryland Terrapins taking on the Indiana Hoosiers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Terrapins will boot it away to start the game. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Hoosiers offense takes the field to start this game off. And here's the man they rally around, and he has earned that type of respect, David.
You dang right. You earn it by doing it, and he's done it at such a high level. Everyone believes in this young man, and Palmer, there's a reason why.
You're right, David. He's been in the big moments, and he's won the big games. This guy delivers when the game is on the line.
That keeps the running game churning. Pick up a 5 to the 23. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking for space, it's Black. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
And these defensive tackles
I need
just
to get 4 yards.
They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. Those guys, those running backs coming, they just need a
Looks
mid.
like they're
They put
man to
one
man.
mid on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
To the air, it's Rourke. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
What he kept
Well, they try to throw for it there on 3rd down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
The Terrapins offense will go to work for the first time. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses.
Definitely going to be passing this time.
It's amazing how play by a defensive end of the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. Across the 25. Lowers those pads. Really nice, patient job to find some running room by this junior. And the Terrapins are moving quickly down the field. They go to the ground. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
This defense has got to get better at tackling in the open field or gang tackling, because if you need 3 or 4 guys to bring a guy down, have fun with that.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They give it to him again. Forges ahead for 1 to the 8-yard line.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. And he is brought down, but what a move he put on that first defender.
And this offense has really gotten to a nice rhythm here on their opening drive of the game. Running the ball, getting it down now into a goal-to-go situation. They really have established a bit of a physicality here early. Let's see if they can keep that up.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Nice job by the defense. 1st and goal situation, you can expect run a lot of the times. They were physical, got in the backfield, stuffed the run.
Dropping back, it's Morris. He's got it. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are, just finding an easy completion. It's not a touch.
Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. Inside the 50. Past the 30. The 10. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Indiana.
Dude, you're just thinking, hold him to 3, make him kick a field goal, don't let him score points. Heck no.
Yeah, boy. See, I went to that cover 1 and I showed a cover 2 shell. Tricked them all the way out.
Taking this thing all the way back 100 yards.
Look at
to
that.
the house. What a play.
I went cover 1 press and showed a cover 2 shells. Tricked them all the way out. Got that pick 6.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick 6, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football.
Definitely going to be passing the ball this time, so.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Looking to throw, it's Morris. Getting some heat. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Quarterbacks talk about it all the time. They love the clean pocket where they can step up and throw the football. That is not what they had. Nice job by the defense, beating the offensive line, disrupting the timing, and getting a nice clean hit on the quarterback.
All right.
Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last
Look like
time.
you're busting off the right there.
Put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings.
Man, let's go
try to show them
inside
some
zone.
pictures they haven't seen yet.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He's got it again. Just sort of
I didn't mean to juke to the right there.
Getting everything that was available to
Got a little
him, and
3rd and
marking
3.
down at the 40.
Offensive linemen love to run the power. Why?
Go this little tight end angle.
Then you can play action. You don't want that defense to be sitting there saying it's a pass, having the pass block every play. You got to keep defenses off balance.
Man, defense, huh?
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Finds the tight end. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up.
Take my check down.
That is going to drive this defensive coordinator nuts. A lot of DCs, they focus a ton of energy on how their unit performs on 3rd down and in the red zone. If this defense gives up a couple more 3rd down conversions like that, they're going to be in for a big.
Now, we're down on the 35. 2nd and 2. I'm gonna go all go. I'm gonna take a shot to the end zone.
Make that second down really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Movement here from the tight end.
Oh yeah, I like it.
Scanning the field, it's Rourke.
Oh, I was just about to let it go too. I was just about to let it go.
Think he always just has to stay home and play the run?
You know what? Let's go post right here.
School football anymore, Reese. These guys got to be so athletic, and you see them blitz and run games and all the different things they can do.
I didn't mean to throw it high. Damn it! I shouldn't have threw that high.
These guys are as versatile as it gets.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now,
man.
No good.
Short.
And the margin remains at 7 after.
All right.
Man, that was going to be a bomb. There are a lot of NFL kickers that wouldn't make that field goal.
Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
He just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this.
And the ball's loose.
Oh, man.
Football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call.
Oh, they said it wasn't a fumble? That's crazy.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking for space, it's Hemby. Using that running game to bludgeon forward. He's got 4 down to the 35.
All right.
I know that wasn't a big, huge play, and everybody's not excited, and the fans aren't going crazy, but those are the plays that in the 4th quarter matter a lot. Again, making you tackle my back, making you feel the physicality of the football game throughout, so you get tired and get worn down in the 4th quarter.
Man, I can't believe I didn't hit him. Can't believe I missed him, man.
We finally see some life in this offense running the football. Nice game to pick up the 1st down. Got to get more of that going moving forward because they have not run it well.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. It's caught downfield. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. The Terrapins come to the line with a new set of downs. A 1st down run on the doorstep. Snowed under after a pickup of 2. They'll mark it at the 8. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to find its way to the goal line.
No.
He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
All right, so now you're in this third down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run-pass option.
I like that, too. Get the quarterback on the move. And here's the thing. If I get close and I get stopped, it's fourth down. Fourth down means go for it. That's all that means now today in college football.
And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. And this will be a short one from about 21 yards out. Splits the uprights. It's good. Wait just a second. There is a flag on the play. If this is on the defense, it could be a first down.
Man, these roughing the kickers are terrible, man.
Held them to 3. Now the offense with a chance for more. And the Terrapins have it with a first and goal. They'll try to run it in. And he's going to take it to the house.
Fucking roughing the kickers, man. That's crazy.
Mano, the offensive line gets it done. Driving the defense back, creating an easy lane for that running back.
Lining up for the PAT. Bangs it through for an extra point. That drive covered 55 yards for the score. And finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating.
Getting up through it low.
Say maybe I go for it more, but Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
3rd and 8.
And a nice second.
I like this little corner strike.
Break a tackle, but how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs.
Man, I threw it in the red,
the
man.
Hoosiers send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And they'll bring him down to get
Giving
the
him
offense
good
started
field
on the next
position.
drive.
That's crazy, man. I'm messing
Maryland
up.
has the ball back in the Terrapin offense ready to go. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
After the incompletion, they go back up top. Catch in the middle, it's Howard. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. Passing game very effective on second down. What about here on 3rd? Back to throw, it's Morris. Fires to the middle. Got his man downfield. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback, finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He's looking to throw, and that one's incomplete. Went up top on 2nd down. That leaves him needing a yard here on 3rd down. Trying to pick it up on the ground. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Maryland! Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Snags it over the middle. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Maryland has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second.
I need to get the run game going again.
Quarter with this first down play. Here's the handoff. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Wants to throw. It's Rourke. And that ball is picked off. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32.
Well, obviously it's raining here in this game, and ball's slippery. I don't know if that slipped out of the QB's hands a little bit, but it certainly wasn't an accurate throw, and as a result, it ends up in an interception.
Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Got his man quickly.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Ball's at the 27. It's 3rd and short. Can they avoid making that 4th down decision? From the gun, wants to pass. Took a shot as he threw.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
It's good. And now the lead is even bigger.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
Dun, dun, dun. To the fans, they all sad, like, oh no.
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff
he's losing because he's playing on Heisman. Oh no.
And they desperately wanted
no.
to return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll
Gonna
take
go power O.
Indiana has the ball back.
We got to get some momentum back, man.
Ready to go. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops, Palmer, and get you the football back.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
I'm going to go with this whip double spot.
Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And it's incomplete despite some serious...
How you going to drop it, man?
And the Hoosiers line up to punt it away.
Ooh, that's one of those when you're breathing a big sigh of relief. That ball could have been intercepted, and worse, could have been intercepted and housed, but offense caught a little bit of a break. Nice play by the defense. But the offense, glad to punt in this situation if they want to punt.
Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, Doug.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
Wide open downfield. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. The Terrapins want to pick up the tempo. They'll run it from the gun. Got enough for the first down and wants more. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. Looking to pass inside the red zone. The sure hands, it's Howard.
Oh, man.
And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
If I would have hit him, man.
He's got size and he's got some athleticism. He's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
The give out of the gun. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
When a running back has had as much success as this guy's had so far, listen, defense has got to cue in. They got to cue into him. He's priority number 1, number 2, and number 3. That's a good start to maybe turning this defensive effort around.
Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
Well, the field goal kicker can step away from the net and go sit down, grab some water. They're not going to need him just quite yet. That was a great play call. Throwing the ball on 3rd and short in field goal range. They get the completion, now setting up first and goal.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. 2nd and goal for the offense. Tries again to get it in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. NC State is piling up the points here today. They've opened up a massive lead in what's shaping up to be the kind of blowout neither side will soon forget. They're up 14 over Northern Illinois. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Back to pass. It's Rourke. Got his man all by himself. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. The give to the tailback. And he's swallowed up at the line
need that blocking right.
by the big defensive tackle.
Great job.
Go mess Phillips.
Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Fires to the tight end. And that is good versatility.
Take him.
There and a big hit from the backer.
We're going to go mountain whip cross.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Quick strike complete. Now they're really
first down.
to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
Stay ahead of the chain.
Hoosiers are on the move. These two guys guys, just on the same wavelength. They make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all
He got off to
just
him.
So many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Now, I'm going to slide the pass protection. Cool slide. Now, let me see where my blocking's at now. All right.
On the ground, it's Ellison. Picks up the first down, still moving. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good game.
All right, we're going to try a play action pass.
Have it with a first and 10.
First and 10.
Use the play fake. Now lets it fly deep downfield. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
I think the biggest issue in the passing game for this offense has been accuracy, right? The last time this guy took the field, he completed less than 50% of his throws, and you're seeing that again in this game. Just hasn't been able to put the ball where he wants it to go.
Quick release on the RPO. And he's a real
Man, I'm going to go corner strike.
Man tackled in this no-gain land. They've got a ways to go on third down from the 24 as this defense tries to force him into a field goal try. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. The Hoosiers line it up with a first and goal. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Hoosiers!
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy.
I needed that drive.
Week in, week out, because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
My blocking was phenomenal. And that's what happens when you get phenomenal blocking.
Point is good, but they're still down 24-14. 75 yards on the touchdown drive. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tied.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't get on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Red pass, it's complete. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, Dave?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open because you
I thought he was going to pick it.
So much speed, they can do so much damage on the field.
They trying to throw the ball, huh?
Let him do the rest.
Let's go with these cover ones then.
Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching.
Go cover 2 then.
You're trying to make a break on the
And
ball. He just got it out of his hands too
get some
quickly. The
cushion.
throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
They're working that left side. Nice pitch and catch there. And
all right, maybe I don't want to do that.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response?
Go press.
What do you got? You
Got to tell man coverage when we're really zone.
Looking to throw, it's Morris. Lost one deep down the right side. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp.
I got a spy going. That way if he, I can blitz if he needs to.
They want to just keep throwing it. Gets it out fast.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there.
Let's go Sean 60 blitz. Let's get pressed.
And that last
And
completion
let's go
left them
3.
short of the sticks. It's third down. Quickly complete. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
This is exactly
Man, I'm gonna
why
go blitz.
third down is practiced every single day. Third and short, third and medium, third and long. It's money down for a reason. You got to lock in. Great success by the offense so far on third down.
Quick completion on the out route.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get two bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
All right.
And the Terrapins have it with a 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Using the quick game. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. On 2nd down, just keeps firing.
Oh, he just dropped it.
Great job by the defense taking away the quarterback's primary target on that play and forcing the incompletion.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. He's got it. And he was straining for the goal line, but the defense stopped him short. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get it.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Yeah. He should have got rid of that. Should have stripped that too, though. I got my strips on aggressive. I don't know where they at.
One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
Now they gonna try to get the field goal off is what they gonna do.
And here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board.
Who?
Wait a second, there's a flag on the field, but check that one out.
Man, come on, man.
They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. Here he comes from inside his own.
Why would you go that way?
They make the stop on the return, and that is
fucking go that way. That makes no sense.
Some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
I gotta get them off 3rd downs, man.
Looks like we've got a terrific atmosphere there in Bloomington. And it's been a clinic in fundamental defensive football. Both teams have been relentless and ball hawking, refusing to give an inch. This is the kind of slugfest that real football fans love. Crushing tackles and dudes flying into gaps and passing lanes. A testament to the discipline both of them. Let's send it back to the guys at Memorial Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the 2nd half here. And the Hoosiers will kick it off to start the 2nd half. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Gets it out quickly. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. 2nd down coming up. Looking downfield, it's Morris. Got his man quickly. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find
incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
You know, it's difficult for QB sometimes. A little bit too tough for the RB on that.
From the gun, give on the inside. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. The Terrapins have this offense rolling. He's got it on the right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And those slot receivers nowadays, they're little water bugs, man. You can play touch football in an elevator to lose to these guys because they're so quick and so dynamic. Get open and catch the football.
A strike downfield. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Wide receiver shows motion. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. The run up the middle here, looking for a path to the end zone. And he'll sprint in for the score. Touchdown, Terrapins!
The identity of this offense is their ability to run the football. They're doing that in this game. That's now 3 rushing touchdowns on the day.
They want to see if they can score the deuce. On the run, it's Morris. And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple. And he makes his way out of bounds on the return. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on now.
It's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Oh, picked off. Takes it the other way. At the 20. Touchdown, Maryland! How about that D coming up with a play like that?
He made that look a lot easier than it is. When you break on a football, you got to see it and go at the perfect angle. The free safety leaves his spot, goes and gets it, and then does the hard part. Takes it back to the house for 6.
We check in.
Program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Old Dominion.
On the ground with the counter.
We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Feeling some heat. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
This defense has got some monsters up front. Individual athleticism. You see guys winning their one-on-ones. They're getting pushed. They're swimming the offensive lineman and then converging on the running back.
Unloads to the wideout. And the missed connection on 3rd down.
And watching this offense the past couple weeks, man, everything's hard. And they got to find a way to get some easier routes, some quicker throws, some higher percentage things because they're just not hitting at a high clip, and they got to find a way to make things easier and alleviate some pressure out there.
Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. They had this thing in a hammerlock at half. halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
Right back to the well. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And he'll get behind those pads and deliver the blow and get it down to the 44.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. And the Terrapins are rolling down the field. The give from the gun. Got enough for the first. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. The Terrapins have it with a 1st and 10. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. Quick strike complete.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right
All right.
And the Terrapins are threatening in the red zone. Using his legs, it's Hemby. Dropped after a pickup of 4 down to the 16.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives.
And the ball's on the ground. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
That's what we needed.
It's so disappointing for the offense, too, because they pride themselves on being physical, right? They wanted to come out in this game. They want to establish the run. They do that each and every week. They had the first down, but David, he just couldn't hold on to it. The defense now creates the takeaway.
And speaking of pride, that's what you pride yourself on defense, taking the football away. How many possessions can you steal? He had the first down, but you got there. And more importantly, we work on this all week long.
I never do it in the round, so I'm going to try something.
Getting the football out and then falling on it. Nice job by the defense, forcing the turnover.
That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. Wide receiver now comes in motion.
Man, defense.
Dropping back, it's Rourke. They're bringing heat. And he
How are you throwing that way when he...
just as he released the pass, it's incomplete.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
The quick out. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. The Hoosiers will line up to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice
terrible
week,
fucking
5
plays.
points of pressure.
Terrible.
Every ball carrier has to
Garbage.
have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
Looking for room. It's Hemby. Here just trying to flex the muscle. They get him down at the 34 after a pickup of 4.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
These corners going to give them some space. He finds his man. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
Yeah, and he's been throwing it all over the yard, and he's now over 300 yards on the day, so been a successful day. Now, 300 yards, I don't know, Palmer, 300 nowadays, that's like what back in the day?
Man, I'm trying to get that, man.
If it would have been 500, I would have won the Heisman, maybe. It's a big deal today in college football, no doubt. Listen, he's in a rhythm right now. He's in a groove. We've seen good decision-making. He's been playing.
Touchdown, Terrapins!
And y'all just blocking all my guys. Like, my guys can't even do shit, man.
This guy's had a big role in this offense.
This is what I'm talking about with this game, man. When you got teams that are way worse than other teams, there's no fucking way they should be moving all your fucking team off the block. There's no fucking way. I don't give a fuck what momentum you got. That's bullshit. I don't give a fuck what momentum you got. You're not fucking beating guys that are way better than you. No better. No way. Fucking garbage, man.
A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22.
Watch this shit. These motherfuckers won't get no block. Fucking terrible.
Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Takes the handoff. It's Blatt. At the 45 on his way. And he breaks into the open. The tag. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Indiana.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the 2nd level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
Getting set for the point after.
So let me get this right. You can only adjust pass protection. You can't adjust run block. Okay. Got it. I'm still learning. I ain't never claimed to be one of those top tier Madden players, but I don't see any of those players helping me. I'm watching all these videos. Why don't somebody jump on a stream with me and show me where these reads are? Like, come on, man. Get some real help.
Here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller too, right? It's like anything that he's calling.
I got to learn how to use that straight.
Flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Back to throw, it's Morris. Final play of the quarter, and the ball falls incomplete. What a day it's been on the ground for these two guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers.
Making this motherfucking Hemby look like a pro.
We'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. The Terrapins will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away.
Ooh. I can't even be mad at that one. They definitely got the kicker on that one.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. This offense has a 1st and 10.
And of course, the roughing the kickers are outrageous on this game.
Fast motion from the offense. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease.
No.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, the defense finally
giving y'all
able to
pressure,
make a play,
man.
getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football.
And it's caught inside the 30. Running toward the tape. Touchdown, Maryland! And the pummeling has started.
My guy, what are you doing on defense? I switched on you because you're supposed to be playing inside leverage.
It's your job to stop me, or
you are not supposed to be outside. That's how you get burnt. Look at this. You're supposed to be playing inside. That's why I switched to the pick. Stupid motherfucker, man.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Texas A&M is on top right now, but kind of fittingly for the First Lady of Aggie Land, Reveille, this has been a dogfight today. They're up by 7 over Arkansas. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it... And it's picked off for the 3rd time today.
Who cares, man? Who fucking cares?
On the interception.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. 4th quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
Why do my guys make that play? Because they sure fucking don't.
Maryland has the ball back in the Terrapin offense ready to go. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution.
Look at that.
They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out everybody right now on the same page.
Caught in the backfield, it's Hemby. And oh, did they know that one was coming? They'll knock him down in the backfield.
Fuck out of here, man.
Zone here on 2nd down.
We give him cushion, man. Fuck that. My receivers, my cornerbacks ain't smart enough to play inside leverage, so.
He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. And the Terrapins trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Terrapins! And the beatdown has ensued. Things a little more comfortable after that score and much, much closer to a win here in Week 5.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play.
Of course.
Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get landed.
They'll move the chains after he gets into the 43-yard line. First down here for the offense.
Yeah, and David, you just wonder at this point, is it just too little too late? This is one of their best playmakers offensively, but they just haven't been able to get him going in this game. Big reason why they're losing.
Yeah, and the defense has done a great job understanding that. I got to take that guy away. That's priority number one. Understand it. Late in the game now, up by multiple scores. I'm playing my defense a little bit different. Can't give up the big plays. Time is on my side.
Nope, I knew it. Of course he's under there. Of course he's under there. Fuck you guys. See y'all guys later. I'm done after that.